Hello, hello. Welcome to some more math help. Today we're going to do this multiplying polynomials 8.3 lesson. We got 12 questions here to do. This is about a pretty important algebra topic, multiplying polynomials. And I will show you how to do it a couple of ways. Maybe I will give you some insight on how to do them better, I guess. All right, first let me write this guy down. We got v minus 4, v plus 7. Absolutely horrible handwriting. So the first option for ways to do this is distributing, which means this v on the left parenthesis will distribute to both things on the right parenthesis. Then the negative 4 on the left parenthesis will distribute to both things on the right parenthesis. Now this is also called foiling because you're doing the first times the first, the outer times the outer, the inner times the inner, and the last times the last. You don't have to remember the word FOIL, whatever, but that's what I'm doing here. So when I do it, I'm doing v times v, that'll be v squared. I'm doing v times positive 7, that is positive 7v. I'm doing negative 4 times v, which is negative 4v. And I'm doing negative 4 times positive 7, which is negative 28. You're probably going to get like terms in the middle here, so v squared, and this stuff makes 3v minus 28. And that's it, that's simplified. V squared, 3v minus 28. So I will show you the next one using the same method too. So you have u plus 3, u minus 5. So we're doing first times first, so u times u, u squared, outer, u times negative 5, which is negative 5u, the inner, which is 3 times u, which is 3u, and the last, which is 3 times negative 5, which is negative 15. And no surprises here, the middle stuff combines together, and you get negative 2u and 15. So this is the FOIL method of how to do these. On the next one, I will try and show you the other way. And you might like the other way a little bit more. I don't know. You get to do what you want. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's just one way, and then there's one other way. So for this other way, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make a box. And the way I'm going to make the box is I'm going to make it a grid, and the grid is based on what I have. I have a parenthesis with two things, y minus 2, and then I have a y plus 8. So for however many things are, that's how wide and tall I need to make the grid. Sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's 2 by 3 or 3 by 3, sometimes bigger. We're not going any more than that on our assignment here, though. So then in the first corner, I cross these. I do y times y, and I write the result here. Negative 2 times y, I write the result here. Y times 8, 8y, and 8 times negative 2 here. This is the same four things you'd get by doing the foiling method, but it makes this nice organized box that lets you see stuff and make sure you get all the terms. And then here we have some like terms. So we have y squared. The 8 and minus 2y makes 6y. And then there's a minus 16. And there you go. That's the whole answer there. So you can do it either way. You can FOIL it. You can write the box. I think the box is more organized and helps you be more likely to be correct. But FOIL is like a little bit faster. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do. Here, I'll show you on this one using the box way again. So I make a 2 by 2 box. Oops. 2 by 2 box. That is not the best box. Problem I feel like with the boxes on all of our notes, the boxes were already there, so it's super easy to take it on the notes, but without the pre-written boxes, it feels like a little more work, but it's not too bad. Okay, so here x times x is x squared. 8 times x is 8x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. And negative 1 times 8 is negative 8. And just like the last one, these diagonal ones are like terms. So my result is x squared plus 7x, that's 8 minus 1, minus 8, and then I'm done. x squared plus 7x minus 8. All right, everything I've done so far had, I think intentionally, just x and x. Like it never had any number in front of the first thing that was the letter. It just was a letter, right? So then as we get to these later ones, we're going to start seeing ones with numbers in front of the variables, which is nothing to fear. The thing still works the same. You'll get slightly bigger results in the boxes, but honestly, not much else. Oh, well, bigger results in the boxes, or I guess if you're just going to do the foiling thing, I'll do foiling on this one. How about that? Oops, minus 7 here. We'll do it like that. So I do first outer, so I get 8y squared, negative 14y. That was from doing 2y to the 4y and 2y to the negative 7. Then I'll do inner and last. That's negative 20y and positive 35 from doing negative 5 times each of those things. These are like terms, so I get 8y squared minus 34y plus 35. See, much bigger numbers than previous problems, but same process. Nothing to go crazy about here. Hooray. Okay. I'll do the next one using the box way, and then I'm probably going to pick one way and stick with it. I just want to show you a variety. So here I'm making a 2x2 box. There we go. We got 5c minus 1. We got 8c plus 3. 5c times 8c goes in the first box, 40c squared. Don't forget the squared. Negative 1 times 8c is negative 8c. 3 times 5c is 15c. And 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. We got some like terms here. So 40c squared, 15 minus 8 is positive 7c minus 3. I think the issue with these are that when people miss them is that they messed up a sign here or there, like they didn't add or subtract carefully. I mean, just take your time. I know I'm doing these and I'm doing them, I think, pretty fast-ish. I'm doing about a minute per problem here, although I am explaining it. Don't try and rush it by like doing it, you know, all in your head. Like it's good to write stuff out like I'm doing. Now here's the deal though. You're welcome to write it out. And what I saw a lot of people doing while doing homework earlier during class sessions was they were doing this. They were trying to write it all in the box. And I'm not saying that's a terrible idea. You just make sure you know what to do. So for example, on this one, I would say, okay, 4x times 6x is 24x squared. That's the first result. 4x times negative 5 is negative 20x. 3 times 6x is positive 18x. And 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Now you can't hit enter with this. This isn't clean enough because it wants these middle terms to be combined. So negative 20x plus 18x makes negative 2x. So let me put negative 2x and delete all that other stuff I don't need. So what you'll have to do is combine the like terms in the middle. But if you want to do it that way and you can handle writing it out like that, that's totally fine. Now when you're doing it like this, you're technically doing foiling. You're just not drawing the helping arrows to show you what you're doing. And of course, you're not using the box. But if you can handle it like that, that's totally fine. Like I accept that. That's a way to do it. So let's show it to you again. 3a and 2a is 6a squared. 3a and negative 1 is negative 3a. Negative 5 and 2a is negative 10a. And negative 5 times negative 1 is positive 5. So then I'll combine them. Negative 10a and negative 3a is negative 13a. Okay, I'm now at a point where I'm just doing that each time, so I might as well keep doing it. 4 times 3 is 12. We're going to get x squared because it's x times x. 4x and negative 7 makes 28 negative x. 5 times 3x makes plus 15x. And 5 times negative 7 is negative 35. Then I got to combine these like guys in the middle. Get your calculator out. Negative 28 minus plus 15 is negative 13x. All right, we got some more here. This one has double letters. So for this first double letter one, I think I'm going to write it down. But I might skip on writing them on the next one. Now, when it comes to double letter thingies, you can use either method I showed you already. You can use the foiling or you can use the box to help. Either one is fine. I will use foiling here. Ooh, those were not the best. Okay, slightly better, whatever. So here's my four things. So 3x times 6x is 18x squared. 3x times negative 5w is negative 15xw. Negative 5w times 6x is negative 30wx. Oops, put a z. Put two w's. And negative 5w times negative 5w is, gotta be careful on this one, positive 25w squared. Now you're probably wondering, okay, usually the like terms are the two middle guys. Are these two middle guys like terms? Well, one's xw and one's wx, but yes, that is the same thing. So be careful on these double letter ones. The middle guys are like terms, so negative 45 is what you get when you put them together. And you can write them in whatever order. I think wx is the better way to write it. That is alphabetical. But if you like xw, I don't mind either way. It's not going to mark you wrong if you do it one way or another. So 18 squared minus 45 wx plus 25 w squared. Two things I saw people missing on this. They were forgetting to use the correct letters, and I saw the last one forgetting to be squared. People have been saying to me, but isn't the first piece always squared and nothing else? It's not always the pattern, especially when you have multiple letters going on, so be careful, okay? All right, let's see if we can handle this next one with some of that mental math we were doing earlier. 3c times 3c, 9c squared. 3c times negative 8d, negative 24cd. Negative d times 3c, negative 3cd. Notice this time I'm writing cd because I know it's going to become the same thing anyways. Plus 8d squared. I'm getting the plus because it's positive from doing negative times negative. Okay, then these two guys right here are like terms. Negative 24cd and negative 3cd make negative 27cd. So same process as we were doing earlier. It's totally possible to do it without having to write too much work. Okay, last guy, we'll do it the same way. 5y times 7y is 35y squared. Okay, then we've got 5y times negative 6z, negative 30yz. 3z and 7y is positive 21yz. I'll write it in that order again. 3z and minus 6 is negative 18z squared. So then we'll combine our like terms in the middle. Negative 30 plus 21 is negative 9yz. Perfect. So let's roll through, talk about what we saw here. So on problems 1 through 4, we saw simple multiplying two things together. I showed you the FOIL way, and I showed you the box way, which is just a fancy way of doing foiling with a little guide. And that happened on all 4 of these. It didn't have any numbers in front of these variables. And then on 5, we hit numbers in front of the variables. And there was many of those until we got to 9. That one was still numbers in front of the variables. And then 10, 11, 12 was 2 kinds of variables. And there you go. Now, I'm a little sad. I forgot to put something on here, but I guess that's okay. I forgot to do a 2 variables times like a 3 variables type of situation. That's really a mistake, honestly, but that's okay. You're mostly going to see these 2 kinds of things, so I'm glad we're getting to practice in with that. All right, with that, that's the end of my little video. I am going to call it here and make another video for you about 8.4 soon. Thank you very much for watching.